Whoa, this is an Interceptor? Oh my gosh, they have done some magic here, guys. Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here, and look what we got today. Let's go take this smoker for a ride. This is a Royal Enfield Interceptor. I don't know what year it is, but they're all pretty close. This one's been modded all in, including that pipe. Can you hear it? Looking at the lights to make sure they're all in the right color. Wow, that pipe is neat. I think it's an S&S tuned to 1. Oh, this has had some really trick stuff done to it. We'll go over it here in a little bit. Wow, whoa. I love it. Let's do a little spin test here. Only a mirror on one side. That is the Driller Grill right there. If you ever get to Marnie, Iowa, check that place out. And these things handle like a charm. 55-inch wheelbase, 55.1 maybe. I think it's about 1,400 millimeters. The motor in stock form is supposed to be 47 horsepower, 39 foot-pounds of torque. That's about 52 newton meters. That is an amazing sounding bike. Wow. I love it. I love it. I did not wear my gloves. Rev limiter? I don't know what that was. Seat height is, I think they're about 31.5 on this bike, around 800 millimeters. A little more, a little less. Boy, that pipe has really got my attention. That is really an interesting sounding thing. I don't know if he has the baffle in or out. We'll take a look at that when we get to Motorcycle Park. Look at this nice tight turning. Very good, very good. Torque is awesome. Isn't that just a great sound? I think he's got some other things he's not done with it. This bike, this is in stage 2 of he was saying a 3-stage process, but bikes like this are never done. There's always something more, you know. I just love the sound. Wow, what a sound. You know, when you get an emotional reaction like this, you better take a second to look for police. That is the rev limiter. I've hit it twice. I have never hit the rev limiter on an Interceptor. Wow, they have made some magic out of this one. It just pulls. Look, it goes right up to speed. Absolutely amazing. Hey, look at that pheasant. I do not want to hit a pheasant. I have seen more pheasants in the last few days. I went bike riding, dirt biking yesterday, and they were just all over. Oh, this thing just howls. I love the sound. It sings a good song. Let's see what happens when we do some major aggressive downshifting. Whoa! We will not be taking it on that road. Do a little short shifting. It's not my bike. This is an Interceptor. This is the funnest. Oh my gosh, they have done some magic here, guys. Absolute magic. The fellow that owns this bike works for Baxter Cycle, and of course is a magic motorcycle guy. Loves to do all the neat stuff. Oh, this thing is just a dream. Boy, does it sing a good song. Dropped it down a gear there. Sorry, I'm trying to impress myself here. What a hoot! What a hoot! Okay, we can't do much hot rodding in town. We don't want to rile the natives, upset the locals. Let's head down to Cycle Park, and we will do a quick walk around of this smoker. I call it a smoker because in my day, a hot bike would have been a two-stroke, like a 500 T500 or a Kawasaki triple, and that's just how old I am, I guess. What a sound! What a sound! I just love it. I just love it. The brakes are great. The brakes are great on this. Have to be careful. This is a sandy road, but I am not ready to head to the park yet. Let's do a little more activity here. It really, oh, it's an orchestra. It's a S&S, just does wonderful work. Hey, there is Baxter Cycle. If you are interested in new or used Royal Enfield, Triumph, or antique vintage British bike of any type, get yourself down here to Baxter Cycle. Check out what they got. Go to their website, baxtercycle.com. They can help you out. How's that for a plug? They've got all kinds of gear in there too right now, summer gear. They're really shaping up for the show. And by the way, all kinds of aftermarket parts for Royal Enfields, like you wouldn't believe. Everything, they got just about everything in stock, not to mention apparel. Just a beautiful, beautiful thing, if that's your thing, which it is mine. Okay, now we'll head down to Cycle Park. You don't want to upset anybody with the noise, so we'll just take it easy, take it easy. Hard to do that with this pipe. I'm guessing the baffle's out of this. I am so impressed with this. Has got to be one of the funnest. Every Interceptor I've driven is fun. This has just got to be right up there at the top. I mean, it is just phenomenal. Dirt biking with a Interceptor. Hey, old Doc, he's got his Interceptor all dirt biked out. He runs gravel on his regularly. This is not made for that, but anyway. What a hot rod. What a hot rod. I'm in love. I'm in absolute love. We'll start with the basics. 648cc engine, parallel twin, air-cooled, oil-cooled, 4 valves per cylinder. This one's been modified, of course, not the engine itself, but the, well, we'll get to that. 6-speed gearbox, the most amazing. Royal Enfield knows how to make a gearbox. That's all I got to say about that there. It's just smooth, lightning quick, very effective. I just love it, love it, love it. I think we talked about the wheelbase already, about 1400 millimeters, a little over 55 inches. Weight on this bike in stock form is, I've read a lot of different numbers. Wet weight is anywhere from 440 to 470 pounds, depending on what information you read. But, you know, I think I talked about, you know what? Let's jump right to the good stuff. Let's just run right to the good stuff. Shorty fender, look at that. Isn't that just cool as heck? He's got a different front end coming for this whole thing right here. The blinkers, the gauges, everything's gonna be different. He's got these shorty levers on, well, they're not shorty, tech levers with the adjustability right here. You can adjust the distance from here to here on both the brake and the clutch. I think he's got different mirrors coming. He only has one mirror right now. But okay, that's the front, right? Jumping down the engine. This beautiful, that says race only on it, 2-in-1 S&S pipe. And yes, he does have, I would say he has the baffle out of that. I can't imagine that there's much more you can take out of that. I mean, look at that, it's cavernous. And you all heard it. You all heard it. It's amazing, isn't it? Just phenomenal. Looks like he's got stock shocks, which are piggyback. But so look at this through here. He's got the pod air cleaners. He's got the battery has been laid in here. There's a certain way you can do that. This is an MK design kit, which is absolutely fabulous. You don't have to get a different battery. You can use the stock battery when you use their kit. And by the way, Baxter Cycle sells all of this. All of this is in stock at Baxter Cycle. BaxterCycle.com. Give those guys a call. Get on their website and check it out. I mean, they ship immediately. I think these are called Time Warp knee pads here. Diablo. Little cover on the tank. Isn't that just beautiful? He's up in the air on what to do with the tank. Right now he's in love with this, and I can understand why. It's absolutely gorgeous. He had a different idea in mind, but just look at that. The black on the red, that classic badge, this black down here. I mean, what a good looking, this whole thing, it looks so light and airy. And by the way, it ran and handled so well. Stock Himalaya or stock Interceptors run great, handle great. But look at that, just look at that work. This is an aftermarket seat, Royal Enfield on the back. Isn't that just a beautiful, now that says saddle, doesn't it? Diablo taillight and blinkers on the back. Like I said, he's got something different for the front coming. I don't know if he's planning to keep the fender. This has been reduced, shortened, but I don't know if he has any plans for that. He may not know, you know, this is a work in progress. But what a beautiful, beautiful machine. He's just done so well on this. This is the second video on this. Farther back, we did one earlier when he did the first part. I think at that point he put the pipe on it maybe and had all this tore apart. But, you know, just a wow machine. Just a real wow machine. Some more basics real quick. Like I said, this is all gonna go. This is all gonna go, but look at these clocks here. Fuel gauge, battery light, oil light. Everybody should have both battery light and an oil light. You know, looks like he has 21,000 miles on this. Has trip meter 1 and 2. I talked about the levers already. These look stock. I don't know if he's going to do anything with that or not. Probably. Looks like stock bars. But wow, I'm just, after riding this, I'm just y'all may have heard me use the term wet dream on rubber. Well, there it is right there. That thing is a experience to ride. You should come to Baxter Cycle and see this thing. It's worth it. Baxter Cycle is in Marnie, Iowa, the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa. They're on Interstate 80, exit 51, I believe. And they're about you get off on that exit, the concrete only goes one way, and you drive about 2 or 3 miles, and then you're right there at Baxter. You can't miss it. You drive right in the edge of town. The whole town of this whole mighty metropolis has about 160 people in it, so you can't really miss them. But yeah, I'm rambling because I'm overwhelmed by this thing. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to let you all go, and I'm going to hop on that thing, put a few more miles on it. Hey, life is good. Get out and ride. Wahoo!